My name is Martin Dotterweich. I graduated from Gordon-Conwell in 1993 with an MDiv. My time at Gordon-Conwell was always meant to be preparation for an academic career. I discerned that calling when I was in high school. And then through college, as I was around small college professors and saw their dedication, their faith, and their learning, I knew that this was the environment I wanted to be in, the environment that was my vocation. The problem was I didn't know what to study. And so I went to Gordon-Conwell on the advice of Roger Lundeen, who told me that this would be a good chance to extend my own knowledge and also to spend some time in vocational reflection. At the end of my time at Gordon, I applied to 6 PhD programs, 5 were in theology, and 1 was in church history. And that 1 was at the recommendation of David Wells, who thought that it would be a good fit for me to work with David Wright at Edinburgh University. Well, it turned out that was a great fit, and my vocational path then started to push toward history instead of theology. After my PhD, I had a teaching position in Memphis for 5 years, and then I moved to King University in Bristol, Tennessee, where I now teach. I also serve as the chair for History and Political Science and the director of the King Institute for Faith and Culture, a speaker series that I organize and host every year. It's been a joyous vocation. Like many at small colleges, we struggle with the knowledge that we exist on something of a small margin. We need to work on enrollment, we need to work on fundraising. But beneath that, we have students here in Southern Appalachia, largely regional students, for whom the opportunities afforded by this college are tremendous, not just for a career preparation, but for the development of the mind and the heart and for spiritual formation. And those things are a part of my vocation here, which I cherish. Gordon-Conwell helped prepare me in many ways for the job that I now have. I think back to so many classes where I learned how to be a scholar, where I learned how to express myself better in writing, where I learned how to incorporate things from different disciplines into a broader field of thought. And I think, too, of the relationships that I found there, friendships which have remained strong to this day, both with those in the pastorate and others in academia. That preparation really was invaluable. I also benefited from the Boston Theological Institute. I took classes at Boston University and Harvard University during my time at Gordon that have proved very useful to me. My time at Gordon has also been formative for me as I've found an unexpected vocation in preaching. I did not expect this. These were not my strongest classes in seminary. And yet it turns out that the need in Southwest Virginia and Northeast Tennessee is tremendous. There are many small churches that can't afford a pastor. And I find myself preaching almost every weekend in different parts of the Southern Appalachian region. That preaching has been, of course, tremendously informed by my time at Gordon-Conwell, and I've been grateful for the classes I had in preaching, but also in biblical exegesis, church history, and theology, the whole curriculum helping prepare me to work in a pulpit, to communicate from solid study of the Scripture to people in the pews who need to hear the gospel. And that preparation has been much appreciated for me over these years, as well as the academic preparation, the friendships I've gained, and the knowledge that I have in alma mater that has stayed in touch with me and continues to take an interest in my professional life. So I'm very grateful for Gordon-Conwell Theological Seminary.